Episode 6, Bread and Butter Show. We out of our element today. I'm excited. I'm excited for today's guest. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Go ahead, brother.
Pleasure, appreciate you, brother.
Oh, thank you. No, I appreciate you having us.
Thank y'all for coming all the way out here too, to my humble abode. Yeah, I mean, in the house. But yeah, I am DJ Mastamind, producer, beat maker. Better is the title I prefer. DJ first up, but most people might know me for DJ for Uncle Nasty, Uncle John. Inca Face Killer. I have a lot of aliases, but we'll get into all of that.
The Inca Face Killer, aka, it's too many AKs, right?
AKA Cipote Feo, AKA A la Gran Ya Lo Jodió. It's a lot of
la Gran.
Yeah. But yeah, man, just a kid that loves hip hop, you know, and finally I feel like I could kind of curate the sound in my own liking, so that's just what I'm trying to do.
And could we say, we got El Salvador in the building today.
Hell yeah.
Me being Salvadorable, so him being Salvadorable too. It's
a special episode for more even.
Yo, we pounding our chest here. We waving our blue and white flags in the air today.
Pupusas all day, bro.
We should have.
We should have had a whole layout right here.
But bro. So you know you in the hood when you walk into 7-Eleven and they're pupuseando in there, dog.
They were,
we saw tamales.
Yeah.
I saw tamales at 7-Eleven. I don't think he was like, yo, we're not.
This shirt has pupusas.
Hey, Curtis, we are not in Northern Virginia anymore.
That 7-Eleven is good. I've never tried it.
You know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, I've never tried it because it's blasphemy. I'm not gonna
I could never grab a pupusa from 7-Eleven, dog. Us being Salvadorian?
It's trash. The most I'll probably do from there is probably like, I ain't gonna lie, I do get the patties. I still fuck with them.
But you know what? But Jamaicans probably feel the same way.
For sure. I feel bad even saying that.
You can't eat a Jamaican beef patty, but 7-Eleven Jamaican beef patties are fire.
They're pretty legit.
But they give me heartburn, bro. I can't eat that shit.
Bro, it's killer. It's killer. And granted, once you actually had a good beef patty, which I've had, bro, it's just like the pupusa.
Well, New York City beef patties.
Word. Yeah, it's uncomparable.
Yo, shout out to all my New Yorkers. Rob. Yeah, Queens, QB in the house. Yeah, man. Once you can't have a pupusa from a corner store. Unless it's the lady in the mantel, which is like the Salvadorian apron.
Yeah, that's different. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if you've ever had. I've actually tried the fucking Rio Grande pupusas that come in the pack in the store.
How are they?
Trash.
The Rio Grande joints?
You've ever had watered down tortillas that been in the fridge for too long?
Trash.
It's just like trash, bro.
But you know what? The trick for frozen tortillas is you gotta stick them in a toaster for a long time.
See, that's where I messed up. I threw them in a microwave.
No, you don't do that shit like putting pizza in a microwave. You don't really. Nah, you gotta stick it in the oven. Nah, you gotta. The trick is you stick it in the toaster, man. And I learned that from my pops.
It gets a little bit toasty.
Yeah, my pops walk upstairs in his whitey tighties, and he just throws the tortillas in the toaster, and we good to go. Cause you know, as you get older, man, believe it or not, man, in the Salvadorian culture, the pupusas and the tortillas, it's handly made, like it's made with love, and that's how. I don't know that. If you Salvadorian, you understand what we're talking about. If you're not, man,
peace to all the Salvies too.
Yeah, peace to all the Salvadorian people, man. We are. It's crazy, man. This country's so little, but so many of us.
It's such a small country, and it's such a small area in general. We always are like.
If you're not part of the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, you might not understand. California, a lot
peace
of
Long Island, because it's mass Salvies on Long Island.
I did not know that. For real?
It's a lot. I want to say next to LA, it might be the second or biggest.
Long Island? Oh, bro, we gotta go, son.
Word, they got the festivals and everything. But yeah, LA for sure.
LA for sure.
A bunch of Salvies. But yeah, peace.
And I'll be straight up, man. We have the most beautiful fucking women in the world, dog. I don't care. Nobody can tell me anything, dog.
I can't deny it. And it's funny because everybody I know will say that no matter where they're from, they'll always give that up.
Yeah.
Because once they may have at some point.
Oh man, yo, shout out to all my Latin Hispanic women. Because I don't care, yo. You might disagree. Our viewers might disagree, but Hispanic Latin women are the most beautiful women in the world.
Right.
But Salvadorian women, dog, not only are they beautiful, but they'll fucking take care of you, dog.
Point blank. For sure. Yeah, that's real.
You come home tired from work and you have a pollo guisado plate, pollo guisado and rice in a tortilla on the table.
You always be smiling, bro. You always be smiling.
Look at him. Look at me.
There's no complaints in that side, so that's true. So yeah, peace to all the Salvi moms, everybody, man.
Yeah. So DJ Mastamind, man. DJ.
Yes, sir.
Producer.
Yes.
So let's start to the DJ side, because I don't think you started producing right away.
Nah. So yeah,
DJ was the craft.
Yeah. So before anything, it was like, I think a lot of us that like discovered hip hop, however it was. For me, it was through art. It was mainly graffiti. I went through all of it. Like we were kind of speaking off before.
So we 90s kids. We okay, when we say 90s kids, we weren't kids that were born in the 90s. We were kids that
experienced it. We actually got to see it and see
we were kids that went to go see, because in the 80s and 90s, that's the difference between I used to go see rated R movies with my dad. Like, it was a different culture.
I remember
the 80s was so raw.
NC-17.
NC-17 and the scramble porn and all that shit. But
that's real though. Like, it's certain things. Snow channels.
We grew up in a non-social media era, so we appreciated stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't a mic. We didn't grow up in this microwave.
We were
era.
in that cusp though that we could also understand it. We could also be like, the new technology didn't scare us, because we were like, the internet was new, bro. I remember.
So I know your age. So you're you're 4 or 5 years younger than me.
Yeah.
But you're old enough to know your shit.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing I also say, because of my age, a lot of people might think I'm not old enough, but I have been groomed by some older heads that was like, this is how you do it. So even if not, I had the proper training in music and DJing and everything.
From fashion to everything.
Yeah, it was at some point in my life, somebody individually kind of groomed me differently. So it worked out without me knowing to this point.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's a staple. Like, you are a child of hip hop.
Yeah, that's all.
No matter where you're from, what
that's
culture, you're a child of hip hop. So how old were you when you first were introduced into rap music? Like,
I'll be honest with you, it was probably 94, 95. I was super young.
Okay, and what was it? Like,
Doggy Style.
Okay,
it was
so Snoop Doggy Style.
Snoop Doggy Dogg, because he went by the 3-part name at the time.
Snoop Doggy Style is definitely a top 10, top 5 rap album of all time. You agree?
It is, because for me, I'll be biased because it literally changed a lot for me, but it still is. And when you think about
commercially, success was on another level.
Bro, like the sound, the time, it was at the same time as Wu-Tang was coming out. Yeah. So you gotta think about like, that's parallel. The sounds is insane. Sample based. So it's like nobody.
But it's crazy how we could bump Doggy Style and then throw on 36 Chambers.
Yeah.
And I could do it.
Yeah.
I could go back to back,
bro.
And it's a different vibe, complete different vibe. It's a 180 vibe.
Yeah, like
but it's the rawness is still there.
You want that blood in, blood out vibe? You go to the Snoop. You know? Depending on how your mood is.
It's all about moods. But Doggy Style is actually, if you think about it, it has just hood songs, but it's actually a good feel album.
It is, bro.
Like like when I listen to Doggy Style, I'm just like I can enjoy the whole thing, from
the skits,
from the bathtub skit in the beginning,
bro. You don't know how
to boom boom at the end. Like it's definitely a flawless album.
And then if you compare it to anything that's some hardcore, it would be hip hop, bro. It had all the elements, like
everything.
The little snippets.
Murder Was the Case is such a raw ass song, like real.
Nobody.
Like my man really he talks about him talking to the devil and.
Bro, you know how much that song scared me as a child?
Yeah, it is. I think it scared everybody.
It scared me.
The video, right?
The video, the lyrics.
Murder!
Yeah.
Close your eyes, my son.
My eyes are closed.
It was serious.
That was a Dre beat. I believe it was a Dre beat, right? It had to be.
It was.
Dre and Daz Dillinger did the production on that.
Majority, I want to say, if not 90%, 95% was all Dre, bro.
Yeah. And Daz. Daz had a big influence. I think Daz Dillinger is definitely one of the most underrated rap producers of all time.
Yeah, man. It's a lot on the West that gets always pushed under, because you know how it is.
And people that know Loso, like personally know, like Rob, you know how much of a West Coast head I am. Like, I love West Coast music. Like, that's why my plan is to go out there. And, viewers, I am definitely trying to go to California.
You got to go out there.
Because the hip-hop scene over there is on another level. And it's very slept on. It's a very slept-on scene.
But it's always been an alive, thriving scene. It's also because of where we're at, man. It's mad bias over here, bro. Like, we'll only get, like, the most
But you know what? There's probably viewers out in San Francisco and LA that sleep on East Coast cats, and there's probably East Coast rappers that they get slept on too.
The good thing I will say that now with the internet, it's allowed everybody to be in everybody's backyard.
Yeah.
So like you're only sleeping if you want, because trust me, I'm hip to all like the hip hop scenes out west, because there's a pocket of seeing everybody. It's if you want to look,
if you want to do your research. You know what's crazy? I think when it comes to the internet, I think it's made us. It's not a fucked up way, but like nobody's different now. Like everybody knows what Cali's doing. Like that's why when it comes to sneakers and fashion, it's no West Coast is Cortez's, Air Force One's New York, DC was phone posits, fly posits.
Yeah.
Everybody had their niche. Everybody looked different. Now everybody looks the same.
Yeah, because
even music wise, like everybody sounds kind of a lot the same. And nothing wrong with that. It's just the internet changed everything.
The internet has allowed it to be instant. Where before you had to, like you said, hey, I would have to travel to Cali to see what it's like. Now, bro, you're a YouTube clip away or IG clip away from seeing who the illest rapper, how they dress, what their slang is, and then you kind of like. You're like, oh, let me remix that to my extent. And it's never original. So it kind of sucks because it does allow everybody to be exposed, but for the folks that aren't as original, bro, I see that's what we get.
Yeah, it's
a whole bunch of the repeated acts.
It's
the
copycat. It's gingerbread cookie cutter shit, and everybody sounds the same. But it's alright. It's part of hip hop. I mean, there was whack rappers back in the 90s, in the 80s, and there's whack rappers now. So
nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
What happens is folks don't accept it.
It's just the original early cats, the 90 cats, like myself and maybe yourself.
Yeah.
We are older, so we're looked upon like, man, get out of here, you dusty.
Yeah, and it's not. And I'll maybe be the first to say that a lot of our folks, I'll say on this side, are to blame, bro. And we could be honest with that a lot of folks that I knew would just dismiss it without ever giving it a chance and saying it's not this, it's not.
You know what's crazy?
It's not.
People sometimes talk to me. It's like, yo, you ever listen to like Little Baby or Gunna and like all these trap men? And it's like, believe it or not, I've listened to it.
Yeah.
I skimmed through it and I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea.
Right.
But I know what you're talking about.
Bro, it's like sushi. It's an acquired taste. If it's not for you, it's not for you, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
but I've come to the conclusion, like people, I mean, we've all been through it. We shit, and we talked about this earlier before the camera's on. Everybody's gone to the stage where we shit on stuff that we don't like. But you just, to the point where you grow up and you just.
It's natural to kind of
There's
go
different
through
lanes,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
When it comes to rap music, there's different lanes and you just gotta accept it.
Yeah, and it's like when you cherish something so like important, and it's like this time you notice it starts changing, you're like, fuck. And I think that's all it is. A lot of us can't deal with change because we like cherish hip hop or whatever so much, but it's like realistically, I'm a child of boom bap. Like this is what I do.
We are children of boom bap.
But to sit here and say that
and that's the thing is I think it's a new 2020, and I'm gonna call it, even though we're not there yet, is a 2020. All this new music that's coming out, I think is a 2020 reincarnation of boom bap, right?
It is. It's
from Raheem Supreme to Uncle John to the Griselda movement.
Yeah, it's a revival of that
Crime
sound.
Apple.
Yeah, man.
And it's a lot of rappers coming out there are fucking dope.
Amazing. So
and kids don't like it. You might not be into it, but there's a big movement of trap, and then like I said, there's a bunch of different lanes, and there's heavy hitters, and it's, man, I think it's an awesome era rap.
I feel
it's getting better. Like I think
that's
amazing.
Because I remember where like we were talking about this earlier, it was just maybe one guy you could cling to, like just the Little Brothers in like 05.
Yeah.
Whereas now
it was just
we
like
can't complain, bro.
All I was listening to in 06, 07 was like Little Brother and fucking Lupe. Like early Sky Zoo, early, like you don't know, there wasn't many. It got to a point where I'd be like, yo, I'm tired of rap. I don't even know what to listen to anymore.
So like, yeah, we could have complained then, but now, like you were saying, nah, we're in a good place because if you want the Lil Babies, you got that. If you want the vibe music, you got that. If you want just the boom bap, it's just for everybody. So we're probably in the best place, and like you said, it's just gonna get better because the younger kids are now even younger. I'm not even talking about the even younger kids are looking at it like, that's super dope. They're gonna try to remix that even more. So by the time they get to it,
like I'll give you an example. Like you go to a Flatbush Zombie show.
Yeah.
Bro, I fuck with the Flatbush Zombie. They're children of boom bap too.
Bro, it's just the variation. Because that's what I was gonna touch on. Like, I don't wanna sit here and say that this is what I do. I love hip hop. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that I would love to turn on the radio every day and hear the same type of boom bap song just for the sake of saying,
like, oh shit, Benny the Butcher shit,
No, not even that. Like if like just every sound was the same. It's like we need the variation. We need the Little Baby.
And that's the difference from 2020 and 1995.
Yeah.
I think now there's more variations.
Yeah,
more
like you got people that feel
like,
more comfortable in whatever your space is. If it's just
the extra value meal of only 8 choices of meals have turned into 40.
Bro, we're in the Costco of options now.
Options,
like, it's a warehouse.
Yeah,
and
everything grows. Everything grows.
And under that other box is another one that you didn't think.
And I think that's what happens. Hip hop, like the 80s and 90s cats, we were used to hip hop being a small house.
Yeah, that's it.
Now it's a fucking warehouse.
We could count the songs, we could count the records, the artists, the producers. Now when it gets too much, you're like, I don't like this. It's too much.
It's overwhelming and shit. So, influenced by Doggy Style, influenced by 36 Chambers. Name a few more albums. Do you remember as a kid?
So like this is the
were you a tape purchaser or a CD purchaser?
So I wasn't buying nothing, bro.
Okay,
I don't know about your I don't know about your parents, but like okay, that's probably the element too. My mom being the Bolivian one, bro. You think I'm buy anything? So like my neighbor, he had the doggy style tape. He stuck it to my brother. He was a little bit older, so we got it. My mom found it. Smashed the joint. Parental advisory. That cover was wild. That cover was wild.
It was a girl bending over the cartoon.
Dog,
that shit was fired off.
2 weeks later, he got the CD to my brother. Same thing. Boom.
She found it.
Boom. Okay. Yeah. So
your mom.
She was not playing with
Hispanic parents did not, because my mom was the same way.
Bro,
but I used to finagle shit, son. I knew how to hide shit.
Yeah. So for me,
I used to keep it in my locker.
For real?
I used to keep my rap CDs in my locker. Yep.
For me, it was a thing where like that's what kind of hindered me from going crazy at that time frame. From there was the radio, because at that time,
radio was different.
The shit. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, at that particular time frame.
95.5.
And bro, not years like
we didn't even have 93 back in 95.
I think it was, but it wasn't as popular. It wasn't as popular.
Yeah, 95.5, right?
But yeah, 95, like the years 95 through 96, 97, 98, bro, the radio. Fuji was on the radio. You was here, Gangstar was on the radio.
Yeah, of course, dog.
Casey and JoJo. So
and Tigger was big on it. Tigger was a big rap head.
Yeah. So
remember that Sunday night Tigger show he used to have?
He used to have a lot of shows.
Dude, I got a tape, and I'm gonna look for it. We're gonna use his audio one day, and it's me winning a contest.
Bro, I have one.
And I was like, yo, I won for real?
I have one as well, yeah.
And I fucking, it was a year subscription.
Oh, you really won.
It was a year subscription to Source magazine.
Boy.
And it was the Black Star album. It was Black on Both Sides on CD.
Damn.
And they gave me something else. I think it was tickets to a show, and I couldn't go, but I took the CD and the subscription.
But did you want this to be a Tigger?
This was 98, 99. This was when Quiet Storm first dropped.
Okay,
so I remember Quiet Storm being on the tape.
Okay.
So it was like 98, 99.
Okay.
And I remember it's like, Tigger, I really won? Really? Like, I was on the radio.
You got the audio of that?
Yeah, I gotta look for it. I have it. I have it on tape still.
I have a tape where I did something similar, but I didn't win all that. It was like I won some shitty stuff, but yeah, I got something similar. But now, yeah, my music.
So radio.
Yeah, it was really radio, because at that time frame, then it was like just listening, and being like, boom, this is what I like. This is dope.
This is.
And then from there, it's like I remember.
Were you ever into the go-go music, being from the DMV area?
For sure, heavy.
You liked it?
Heavy.
I never liked it, bro.
Heavy.
But I think it's maybe because I grew up Northern Virginia, and I also grew up South Florida. So I grew up in Miami. So that's why, like a few years ago, we used to have like a little mix show, and you remember when I did that Miami? I did a Miami mix, and that's why I love fucking 2 Live Crew. I love Trick Daddy. I love Miami shit. So that's like my ratchetness. Yeah, that's my junk food music wise. I love Trick Daddy, son, and I love shit like that. I love JT Money. I love all that shit, dog.
Everything has its place, bro. It's no longer like, I don't like that. Bro, Trick Daddy, like. Trick Daddy's a big part of hip hop.
Yeah.
That's a big part, bro.
Hell no, it's Polo.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. If Fonte was quoting him in the Little Brother album,
Fonte did quote Trick Daddy.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
Trick is a big influence in rap music, man.
Yeah,
but very slow. Trick Daddy was that dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Raw, man. Man has like 12 kids and shit, but he's the fucking
personal
man.
life is separate. But like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like everybody played an important role at some point. Like he paid.
I mean, dog. I'm sorry, man. I used to shit on No Limit. But now 2019, 2020 low. So I love fucking No Limit.
Yeah.
I go back and I was like, Master P was ahead of his time.
So
fucking
look,
smart. he was an animal.
That's actually,
so was early Cash Money.
That's actually the next level. That's the next chapter. I mean, so for me, I have a brother.
So the radio, yeah.
I have a brother who's 3 years older. So it was radio, then radio, that time frame. Then it went from like Fuji's, and then 3 6 Mafia started coming around.
Yeah. So the 3 6. We're talking about the southern influence into
that started
rap.
creeping. And then I remember my brother. He was
because let's be honest, Top Dogs was New York City.
Yeah, it was.
We grew up on New York rap.
You might get one song,
and
from
especially
Snoop.
if you're from the East Coast, we're East Coast kids. We were influenced by the fucking we were influenced by New York.
Yeah, it was the sound coming from New York.
There was but you think about it, 95, 96, there was those slight, like, remember Who's That Creeping in My Window? That Goody Mob song is fine. Yo, Soul Food by Goody Mob is, and I'm gonna have a top underrated rap albums of all time. That's definitely on my list.
Goody Mob, bro. It's
Goody Mob and
Outkast.
Outkast.
Music that gets slept on.
But you know, there's a lot of people that weren't feeling Outkast at the time. When I was in high school, I remember cats like, you listen to Outkast?
What? That's wow.
AT Aliens to me is my favorite Southern rap album of all time. I love AT Aliens.
Outkast fan.
Yeah.
So like,
what's your favorite Outkast album?
Aquemini.
Aquemini. See, it's either AT Aliens or Aquemini.
I was in 6th grade.
I don't know. I love AT Aliens more, bro.
I was in 6th grade. I just bought my first turntable. It was '98, and Aquemini was coming out, and I remember it was one of those things. I was like, "What is this?" I was
remember?
Big
you remember how
bro, that whole
Spotty Oddie Dopalicious?
Yeah. Bro. So it was like I went through that transition of like the Snoop radio. Then my brother would put me on. Yeah, Southern. So we started getting into a lot of Master P. Bro, No Limit.
So you liked it. So you
like I knew we had individual CDs.
And you know what's crazy? As much as I hated it, everybody around me liked it. So yo, watch. TRU.
Hell yeah. Oh my
God. Those True albums.
I had the True compilation.
Yo, the True albums with the 3 ski mask covers.
Hell yeah.
That album was hard as fuck.
So like, that had a lot to do with it. Like that whole, granted, it was a wave. It was a time where No Limit was taking over.
And they used to drop. Remember, they used to drop like every fucking week, dog, for like 2 years.
They were like the Griselda of their days. Bro.
They were the Griselda of their days.
So much content.
They had a cult following, right?
And it was like it was coming out of New Orleans, but it was like, bro, all I can say is in this area, people was on it heavy. Yeah. So it went from that, and then Cash Money was trailing at the same time. But from what my perspective, I remember No Limit always had a leg up. But then Cash Money
went in there,
pulled through, and I remember as a kid, I would always imagine.
So it was a Juvenile 400 Degrees. Yeah. Well, I knew there was. You knew they didn't have. There's no way they could get along.
You know what's crazy? I don't know who it was recently spoke on it, and they asked him that, and he was like, you know what? They stayed over there, we stayed over here. We ain't never had no beef. But as a kid, just like being,
you knew it was coming.
I was like, yo, I know they don't like each other because I was like,
they both coming out from the same area,
and they were both making similar music, but it was still so different.
And you know what's funny? It's funny how like 90s kids were always ready to see beef.
I don't know what it was.
It was fights. It was like it's that era. Like,
granted, the music was heavy energy too. So
like we were always ready. And I think it had to do with a lot of the East Coast, West Coast shit, the Biggie shit. Yeah. We were always ready for people to beef, and we were always ready for you to come.
I was listening for subliminals before rappers even were like. I was listening for stuff.
So Juvenile album was at 400 Degrees, and then BG's album came out, and then Lil Wayne blocked his Hot Drops, Hot Boys, and then they were doing it.
They were doing it for a while.
Master P started fizzling down, and they took over.
Then all the artists started falling off, and then it was just like.
But then it was them on top, and then we had Rough Riders, that era.
Yeah.
Man. And then we had the Rockefeller record, and I call it the Rockefeller era.
Okay.
Because that was, to me, that's Jay in his prime. That's
facts.
So Jay in his prime is definitely volume. You could say volume 2 is when he blew up. So volume 2, then volume 3. And then we had Dynasty. Yeah. So that's what Jay, that's the Rockefeller and the Dynasty. And then when he brought Beanie, Memphis.
I'll say this because I know I'll catch flack. I've always been a Nas over Jay.
Of course, me too.
But yeah, you're right. Those years you're talking about were years.
Can it be safe to say that Jay, because we were talking about the I Am Nostradamus. He had his little fall down.
Yeah.
But can we say that Jay was like help Nas, like basically. It basically rose Nas to like step it up, because Stillmatic was amazing album.
Yeah, you saying that whole beef?
Yeah.
I guess, but I don't know. Maybe just I'm gonna be biased because I'm too much of a Nas fan.
Yeah,
I don't say it like that. Just because to me Nas has had a lot of
of course,
a lot of skip.
And you know what's crazy? He's my favorite rapper.
Yeah, but
he's my favorite rapper. But I could admit it because we got people that are huge Jay fans, but Jay fans will never admit that Jay has dropped whack albums.
Nas can't do hooks.
Yeah,
that's
Nas
like,
can't do hooks. Is that?
This is true, but it's just like I don't know, man. But you're right. I'll say all my favorite Jay songs were from Dynasty, from that whole run.
Jay-Z on his prime.
Now, like most recent Jay, I definitely peep it. I support it, but
I
like
support it
bump
too.
That joint, like I would bump some OJ. I can't relate to it.
To me, the last and I'm gonna get flack again. I don't care. The last great Jay-Z album was Black Album. To me, 444 was cool.
Yeah, it was.
444 was cool, definitely.
Oh, you mean like in that
like the last great
like,
Jay-Z album was the Black Album. Point blank.
Yeah, because that's when Kanye was going in.
And that's when Knife dropped. When Knife Thunder dropped Threat.
Yeah.
That was.
There was a special time for hip hop in general.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
Hell yeah.
Those are. Oh, and Blueprint 1. You can't. That's the.
That was that created that sound.
That's the. This is just Blaze and Kanye West. Here you go, world.
Yeah, and after that, everybody was sounding like
the
just
same,
Blaze. You know what I mean? So like.
So hip hop basically was this is the evolution. We were watching it grow into this different animal.
Yeah, and
New York rap was growing into something different.
It was growing different. It was like mutating.
It was mutating and it's crazy because we had a kid from Chicago and a kid from New Jersey, Blaze, making New York sounding music.
Boom.
But then this is when the South went.
I don't think nobody saw it coming because like people like them in the
nobody saw it coming, but the social media and the internet was like, all right, there's big rap scene somewhere else, and this is when the Atlanta take over, and that's what I call it. So 2002, 3, 4, and that's when we had the Little John take over, the David Banners.
But you know, it's like one of those things
that snap music, rap changed, and that's when a lot of us rap nerds and children of that era, we didn't know what the fuck to do. Like I didn't know. It's like, should I like this?
Bro,
should I nuck till I buck? Should I snap?
We may have lost a lot of good men during that time frame, bro. Cause
we lost a lot of good men.
I'm telling you, that for me, at that time I was DJing too more actively, and I was like, yo, 05, 06 was.
Is it? Damn, can I really like? Do I like this Laffy Taffy?
I was
shit?
having some real life decision, like because it was like. You want to be like Mr. Purist, man, and it was like you want to also have.
No, but it wasn't just me and you. It was like a lot of the rap nerds didn't know what the fuck to do.
It was a tough time,
and they were like, "Yo, fuck this," and that's when a lot of albums get lost in the mix, and that's when
exactly.
But you know what's crazy?
You're right.
Little Brother has such a big following, and Fonte and Big Pooh and Knife One that have such a big following. But there's a lot of people that don't know about him. There's a lot of people that have never heard the Minstrel Show.
No.
And that to me, that album is amazing,
bro. That's everything.
Like to me, the two best rap albums from 2010 to 2000 to 2010. That's a decade.
Yeah.
And there's a decade people kind of don't talk about
because it almost happened so fast, and a lot we didn't like of it. So we just kind of like pushed it.
It's College Dropout was. Okay, we can't forget the College Dropout was that 50 Cent. And we missed that. We didn't even talk about the G Unit era.
Bro, and that was heavy.
That was heavy, and to me that's the last great. Well, no, not the last great New York shit because I don't want to get shitted on, but the 50 Cent and the Dipset. That was like
they gave you that sound.
Because
like no knock to nobody, but a lot. And this is to any city. You go to New York, you go to New York, Chicago, a lot of cities where you might expect the sound, they might still be making the same trap sound now. But back then, they were the last folks that were still giving you that, whatever you want to call the New York sound. Dipset, bro, that whole range.
Because you was on it. I was on it.
What?
I was a Dipset head, bro.
I want to say that was an area thing.
I'm still a Dip. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Everybody in this area that I knew is like, well, my man Dan, he's from Harlem, so he was... I remember Purple Haze dropped, and he was like, bro, we got in a whip. And I think it dropped on Nike Talk. I don't know. But I remember Dan was the first person was like, boom, yo, you heard Purple Haze? Put me on. We drove around in his Accord. I don't know. It was like 03, 04. It was wild, bro. So it's just like super Dipset fan. And that, technically, at that time, wasn't hip-hop. They wasn't really like Premier, Pete Rock in it. You know what I'm saying? It was some... a lot of folks that I know were like, I can't listen to that. But now with the time frame, they was like, yeah, I was a big Dipset fan. Because now they can want to say that. But I'm like,
nah. At the time, I was doing the USA flag do-rag. I was a Dipset. I was going in. I had the huge earrings, the fucking dangles. I had earrings that looked like cell phones. And
Word
shit.
to my man Emin. Like me and him, we went to school. We had the all white Uptowns with the pink.
Yeah, you had to.
We had the pink. We had the custom.
Oh, I had the pink Lacoste with the pink Air Force One.
We got clowned. We got shitted on at school.
Yeah, of course. I think we looked like clowns. We had the oversized fitteds.
Bro, we got annihilated, but we was just like heavy Dipset Cameron. Like it was real.
It was the
jackets.
The Pele's, the Dipset was a big influence on rap
in this area, man.
And they had a little South influence to them too, which is crazy.
They were one of the first New Yorkers to like with Jada to just randomly throw in a Southern beat and freestyle, and then you'd be like, "Yo, this sounds dope."
You remember the remix with it was Cam, Jada, and it was Bone Crusher. I ain't never scared.
Yeah, bro.
That shit was the New York remixes.
That's when it slowly started meshing. I was like, yo, Jada sounds ill on this. Yeah, he sounded ill because he still brought that grime in his voice, but the beat is.
The Jada Kids laugh.
But see, Jada was one of the examples.
But a lot of rappers were under the radar, like 06, 07. So then that's what we had the weird. I think to me it's a weird period in rap music because we didn't know what was good. We had the Smack DVDs.
Bro, I used to stay watching them things.
Smack! We had the Smack DVDs, so we had like the Saigons, the True Lives,
you was up there right with me.
The Stack bundles.
Bro.
Stack was a monster, bro. Rest in peace.
Yeah, peace.
The Stack bundles. We had the Gravy. We had Graph.
That was a whole scene.
That was the mixtape scene. That was that New York.
Like, yo, you saw that new Smack?
Papoose.
There's
a new Smack DVD?
No, I'm saying that was the thing. Like,
hold up, what?
Did you see the new Smack DVD? And I remember it was just like.
And then that's when we still have that battle culture. It's crazy. Yo, shout out All Angles again. He's still into that. He still watches that shit. I stopped watching battles a while ago, man.
Yeah.
But
no, I know a lot of cats now.
They're still into it.
Bro, rappers, they watch it. Like it's a sport. Like I never really got into it. I was more into the DJ battles. I was more into the breakdance battles, but.
So now we're what? Now we're getting into the 08, 09.
Yeah.
So what now? Now you're still.
I'll be honest. During that time frame, I was more DJing, but music wise, what I was listening to, it was all come from North Carolina. It was all little.
So you were Ninth Wonderhead,
bro. It was because it was still my music. Joe Scudder. They had
Crisis to me is amazing producer, bro.
Yeah, and so they would like. It wasn't a lot.
Who was it that did the album with Crisis? I don't mean to cut you. Crisis and
The Away Team.
Yeah. Huh?
You talking about?
He did an album with what's his?
Recently.
Yeah. With the kid from Detroit.
Elzai
and Crisis. Good album.
Yeah.
The Jackson. What is it called?
I forget. They have a name.
Yeah. It's a group. It's like a person's name.
Yeah. But nah, man. Like it was just one of those things. I got lost with you.
So you were a little brother fan.
Heavy.
Joe Scudder.
That shit kept me going because. Like Crisis had a group, I forgot who it was. It was the Away Team. So like it was kind of like Little Brother, but it wasn't Little Brother.
Yeah.
So it was outlets within that sound.
I was into that.
It kept me going enough. Yeah. Oh, and then even thankfully within our area at that time frame, peace to Kev Brown, Odyssey.
So the Diamond District.
Oh, before it was actual Diamond District, they was just.
I'll be honest, man. I was late to Diamond District. I got put on like 2010, 2011 through one of my boys about that album. But if people, you need to, get on that. What is it? iTunes. Get on Spotify.
Bro.
Look for Diamond District. What? Diamond in the Rough? Is that the name of the album?
Shout out to my man EXO, Uptown EXO.
Okay.
We have history. We gonna be working on something soon too. But like. At the time, I guess also when that was happening, I was fortunate enough to be, I was 17, I was DJing at the University of Maryland radio station.
Okay.
I was in high school. So at that time frame, this whole DC hip hop scene, the actual hip hop scene, like the Kev Browns, it was slowly formulating. I remember I was at the station, I would see Kev Brown, Odyssey, Ken Starr, all these cats come through, and I was a big fan.
You know what's crazy? How big Odyssey is.
Bro.
He's huge, but he's huge outside of the U.S.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
But that's what one of those things like.
He's huge on another level. So it's what he's huge in what like
all
Asia.
Europe, Asia, like bro, everywhere.
Odyssey's humongous.
Africa,
and Africa,
bro.
and he's from DC.
Yeah, like I remember being in his house watching him make beats like through EXO. I was there one time, and it's like so. Still being a fan and seeing it now, I'm like,
Can you say people outside of the U.S. are? I don't want to call them bigger in hip hop heads that us U.S. cats.
You could say that
they just appreciate more.
Yeah, you could say I think they appreciate a particular sound of the hip hop that might come out this country because here it's so fast. We get so much going on now.
It's a microwave era.
Yeah, so it's like them. Like I know when I traveled to Bolivia, like bro, they're
hip hop
they're
over there.
breakdancing on the streets. They're graffitiing. Like it's like no, I'm not gonna say they just discovered it, but they're going through it like if it was like the 90s here. Yeah. So like it's the timing was different for where it hit different places. So I don't think it's just that they're bigger hip hop heads. It's just that because of when it hit it, they're engulfed in it. Like you go to Brazil, you go to different places.
Get into it.
It's like it's all the elements are there. So then you have dope music coming out the US, they're gonna gravitate to it more because they're already in that scene. Here,
yeah, for sure.
Bro, who's breakdancing on the street corners of nowhere? You feel me? Like it doesn't happen. That there's break dancers, that there's a scene, yes, but like culturally, you're not seeing it in New York no more. So it's like you travel out the U.S., they appreciate Asia, bro, Japan, all of these countries. They have a culture for hip hop that I'll just say they have a level of respect that I wish they had here because when the greats go out there, bro, sell out like crazy. You have shows here of greats. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's sad. So I won't say that they're bigger hip hop heads. They just have. They have a bigger level of respect right now because of what they're going through. And I guess they're like, yo, we got to cherish this. Because Japan, bro, they get special releases on vinyl just in Japan. What does that say?
I hate it, dog. Yeah.
That says a lot.
It says a lot, man. So and they deserve it.
There's a market for it.
And the Europeans. So like I said, so we'll get into the European companies and everybody releasing vinyls now. But so you got the influence, the people that you're meeting.
Right.
Area-wise,
they had a lot to do with it because this area, no matter if you're from Virginia, Maryland, or DC, it's like you kind of get bunched up in what you're supposed to look or sound like, and then shit, you throw in the mix that we're brown, bro.
Yeah,
that's already out the element. So it was one of those things where they were producing a sound that I gravitated to. It was sounding like Pete Rock, you know. It was just ill. It was dirty.
Like, oh, it was dirty, and it was what I wanted, and it was undiscovered,
and it was homegrown.
And I'm not gonna lie, man. When it comes to rap, hip hop music, and sneakers. I love being that. Oh shit! I love putting. Yeah,
that's part of the culture.
It's like, oh what?
Like, let me put you on.
You never seen this shit? Yeah. Oh, guess what? Let me show it to you.
And that's how it works.
And that's how when it comes to rap music and when it comes to sneakers, like it's like, oh man, you never heard this before?
It was very similar idea. Granted, by that point, like if you had kept the ear to the scene, you knew who these guys were.
Yeah.
Because I honestly, for me to look at it and be like in awe, like yo,
you knew these guys early on.
But look, they didn't know me. Some of them still might not know me now, but it was one of those things. I was like, I know who you are, and it was nothing. They were just making that sound that I wanted to hear. So when I saw that allowed me to be like, yo.
So it pushed you.
Yeah, because I was able to see you could be from this particular area. You don't have to make the typical music they expect you to, and you don't have to really bend. You could just keep doing what you're doing. Because, granted, that was the worst time to be doing that.
Yeah.
Because those times, if you're not sounding like this, bro, nobody wanted to hear that sound. They never got off of it. So respect to that, because now you look at where they're all at individually or as a group, because it was a collective that then kind of branched off. But bro, when you look at it, you gotta respect it. What they did for music, for the area, and if folks are not hip,
so it is. It's Diamond District,
bro.
Diamond District.
So like, I'll that's how much of a nerd I am.
And how many albums did they even drop?
So no, Diamond District, I want to say they're up to like maybe 2 or 3, but that consisted of EXO, Odyssey, and YU. That was a separate group. What I'm referring to is like low budget.
Low budget,
consisted of Kev Brown as a producer, Odyssey as a producer and / rapper, Ken Starr. They had a whole, bro, that's where like Peter Rosenberg, Hot 97, that was his beginning. He had his radio show at University of Maryland, and he was involved in that whole collective. So I'm looking at all of this.
So you seen early Rosenberg?
Yeah. So it was one of those things that I was like,
I have a love-hate relationship with Rosenberg, man. Like sometimes I'm like, yeah, sometimes I'm like, man, shut up,
bro.
Because the dude is so Hollywood sometimes, man. Now,
I keep my personal opinions out. Peace to him. It's been a minute since we've seen a rap, but yeah, it's just one of those things that like.
Well, I'm a wrestling head too, so you know he's involved in that shit.
Super, yeah. Always been too, yeah.
But I respect. So like podcast wise, yo, him and Cypher were the first dudes, man.
Yeah.
Juan Ep was amazing. Juan Ep to me has been the greatest hip hop podcast.
And they did
ever.
a lot.
I love it.
Culture.
I love and people never checked out Juan Ep podcast. Go back and listen to old, because you can still find the episodes. Amazing, bro. Amazing. They before Drink Champs, before all that. They were the originals. Yeah. They were the original hip hop podcast.
Format, what they talk, they touched on wrestling.
It is so funny, dog, because Cypher Sounds is a legend. I mean, I could call him that now. He did his thing. I mean, he even did the early sound bombing shit. Yeah. But if you listen to interviews, like he's a comedian now.
Bro, he was the comedic relief in it, because they just both. It was perfect paired up.
But it's crazy. So this collective, everybody blew up. Everybody's doing their own thing now.
So that I took that in and saw it, and just slowly, I guess, like you're not realizing you're taking it all in and inspiration, and you slowly curate it to what it becomes. But yeah, I was just keeping an ear to that sound, because again, the time frame was so whack, the music that was coming out. So it was like, it was like
the 2010. So we're
going. This was like 05 or 6 or 7, and then 2010. I would say at that point.
So you're still DJing. You're DJing. So you do. What are you doing? Parties, clubs.
So at that point, I'm probably doing more private events, and I may have been doing some club events. When we talk about DJing, you could DJ anything, because I've seen you do Hispanic, you're doing LAN parties, I've seen you throw it, so you could do it all. You can do top 40. So at that point, it was more just actively DJing.
Okay. So let's get into when DJ Master, and you've always been Mastamind.
Yeah, I picked that name in 6th grade, in 1998. I had a dictionary. It was like just going through it. I remember I saw a clip from The Source when they interviewed Jagged Edge, and they was like, "How did y'all get y'all name?" And they was like, we literally just went through the dictionary, and the first one, it was Jagged, second one was Edge, and for like a clown at the time, I thought that was cool. So I was like, Mastamind. So I liked it, and it wasn't dope. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. So I went with it. I stuck. I did have other names I was gonna go with, but at that point,
and I told you, man, like people, I started doing the vinyl shit and the spinning thing. My DJ name. DJ Narcotics. People remember that. Everybody, my viewers that know me, remember Narcotics. I'm never bringing him back. He's long gone. He's in West Palm
what I
Beach.
will say is you could kind of tell, and I hope I don't get no flack, but you could tell a DJ's age or how long they've been doing it based on their name now. Because if you have a DJ,
you have to have a hard name.
No, because if you have DJ in front of your name now, Bama's will be like.
It's whack.
Yeah, like a lot of
what are the DJs? They just go by
a lot of the young new kids. Bro, check out the names. There's no DJ there.
They just go by like a
whatever
nickname?
Clever name it is. They'll be like XYZ. I ain't gonna say nothing, but it's like they removed that.
I want to go through these.
And it's kind of like what happened where people would be like to rappers, and not to get on that topic or knock that, but when they'd be like, yo, freestyle, and they'd be like, oh, I'm not a rapper, you know, I'm not an MC. I'm not like.
That's crazy to me though. But to me, it's like, bro, like, but you know what? Westside Gun doesn't freestyle.
Yeah, that's facts.
But he keeps it real. He's like, I don't need a freestyle.
Yeah, he says this.
And he's like, yo, Conway, Benny, do your thing. Like, they freestyle for him.
I see that what he even said. He's like, dude, y'all put my name on the video, and I'm not even freestyling. They had Benny and everybody else freestyling, but it's just one of those things.
Yeah, to me, it's like I guess it's just the area we're from. If you're fucking rap, all right, freestyle. Yeah. Like, hit it, and if you can't do it.
So it's like, people would try to use that. I remember, what was his name? The dude, Rockstar, white boy with the tats long hair.
MGK?
No. What's his name?
Post Malone.
When they asked him, he was like, I'm not an MC, I'm not a rapper. So But
I don't consider him hip hop. Like, you know what? To me, he's vibe music. To me, Post Malone is a R&B guy. Word. Like, to me, right? He's a singy song.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like I said,
but that was how
his music's cool.
Yeah, no, I'm not knocking it.
Yeah, it is, right? It's cool. It's cool for what it is. Like, it's the background. I'm like, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? And he seems like a cool dude. I'll drink. I'll have a few beers with Post Malone if I ever meet him. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
I personally don't care too much for him.
Yeah, he seems cool.
I've heard some music that I'm like, if melodically it sounds dope, I can keep listening to it.
And that's one thing. So I'm talking to somebody younger yesterday. I was talking to, like I said, I was talking to Rob's brother, and he's what, early 20s. He's like, yo, music now is way better than music back then. It's not even that it's way better. It's changed. To me, music now is more melodies. Definitely, they have stepped it up when it comes to the melody game.
Yeah, it's melodic.
Melodic. It's very melody. I can see the difference.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not gonna say it was better back then than now. It's just different.
Yeah, and then
everything evolves into something different.
It evolves, and then if you really want to look at it into what it is, it ain't really changed. Because a lot of folks would be like, "Oh, you make loop-based music. It's just loops." Bro, what is the typical any song? If you listen to any big song,
it has
trap
to be loops. Yeah.
That's the basic foundation.
Yeah.
If you listen to any big song, it's a loop with snares.
And it blows me though, because like it's crazy, because to me all this changes. It's the drums, the type of beats has changed.
Yeah.
And it's the newer era is more drum bass, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it drum bass, or is it more? I can't even put my finger on it. But it's like they gotta. It's more riding on the beat, right?
Yeah,
it's more melody wise.
It's more heavy 808s, because that's how you create that vibe. You know? 'Cause literally, bro, no knock on it. That music is amazing, because when it hits you, if you're in the right place with some real speakers in the club, and that music needs to be there, bro.
Yeah, of course. That's what it's made for.
That bass hits you the right way. Everything, the synths, everything. So it's that's what I'm saying. Everything has its place. Yeah. So it's one of those things where I can't knock it. You can't knock it.
You can't knock it.
Nah.
So DJing, so we're getting now to the 2010s, so you're taking your craft more serious, right?
Yeah.
So you said you've been doing beats for a while.
So at that time frame, I guess we could say that that's also where I started dabbling, seeing them. I started dabbling into production. At the time, I was alongside DJ Alizé. I was one of the road DJs.
Now he's in LA.
Word. Peace to Alizé. I was at the time one of the road DJs for Wale. So I was exposed to certain things. So I was like, I need to make music. I need to make my own music. That's why I was like, whatever it is, I just need to make my own music. Okay. So at that time frame, I bought my first MPC.
So MPC was the first.
Yeah, MPC 1000. It cost me $1,000. I was working at the University of Maryland at the time. I saved like so many checks to get it. And I remember that day, I just didn't know what I was doing. But I did have some friends that were making beats. Peace to Nick the Wonder. He helped me out a lot of the time. Okay. Dope ass producer, beat maker. Okay. Folks like that. And they were exposing me to the sound. They weren't really telling me this is how you do it, but they were just exposing me to the sound.
Like, this is what you do.
Yeah, enough to be
kind of like, all right, this is how you ride your bike, but you need to go out there.
Kind of like with sneakers. You're not going to tell your man, this is how you put your sneakers on. Like, he sees you. That's enough for him to be like, this is how we do it. You know? This is the same thing. It was like, this is how you go about it. So at that time, I started seeing it. I maybe did it on and off for like a year or two, but it just wasn't going nowhere. It was and also it was my mentality. It was just like, if you don't want to rap on this type of beat, I don't want to work with you. And it was the time frame.
It was mentality. It just wasn't the right time. But you know what? You basically. You just didn't know where it was gonna go.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was gonna manifest to, but at the same time, now in hindsight, I look at it. It did. I guess it allowed me to put in those hours, because bro, I guess the ignorance made me think that I was supposed to be good just because I had MPC.
Yeah. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen.
And it was like,
it's a learning experience.
So I had to go.
You have it. But my thing is like when you start off as a DJ.
Yeah. That does help.
It helps. You know how to beat. You know where to listen to the beat.
I knew already what to look for.
Yeah,
I had a leg up to that extent, but it was one of those things that it was still a learning curve, because you could think you're the dope DJ or you could scratch, but then you giving some people your beats and they're like, bro, this is not it. You know, they don't even have to say nothing. That's how I do.
And that's the thing. A lot of people don't take that critical criticism.
Like you have to be able to take it, because if you want to take some praise, bro, when you're doing something good, it's healthy.
Praise is good, tells you, but it's also
that's not good, because why? Now you can be like, all right,
let me step it up.
Because imagine, and I don't think it would have happened, but if somebody was like, that's it, bro, keep doing that. You know, it's one of those things that it could go the wrong way.
So now you have more beats under your wings.
My feet's getting wet a little bit more.
So we're gonna talk. So you DJ for Uncle John. Mm-hmm. So when are you now being like? When can you say when you gave the beat to somebody? You're like, all right,
And I got back on it.
Yeah, and then now so, you're like, I'm gonna start doing this because people are starting to feel
I can
my
attest.
sound.
I started that in 06, and I probably stopped in like 08, 09.
Okay.
And then at that time frame, I was just like, screw
Let me just do the DJing.
Yeah,
stuff.
let me just do the DJing because I can make more money. So I started doing that, more active with that, met a couple folks, but it was just one of those things too, kind of like you, where everybody was still searching for that sound. Because at that time frame, also, it still wasn't, we didn't have a lot of options. So until through the social medias, I'm just going through it, and I discover Uncle John's video. I discover
Uncle John. Which one?
I discovered Georgia Ave, and I remember it was one of those things where it was in the recommended, and when I saw it, based off the visuals, I knew the location because of what he had on. He had a whole Salvadorian suit, and I was like, oh, this is some around the way stuff. But there was a Z. A Nissan. It was a Datsun, and I'm a big car head.
Okay.
I dabbled.
You're a car head. Okay.
Yeah, in the car. So when I seen that, I was just like, why do they got a Z in that joint? So I was like,
you were like, hold up.
Yeah. So I remember specifically in the video, they had a Z, and again, it's out the element of the DC.
Yeah, it's the hood. And then you see the
so I was
Nissan
like,
Z. It's like, hold, and it was a nice one, right?
Bro. And so I hit the unmute button because the video came mute.
Yeah,
and I was like, boom. So then I listened. Then the sound came on. I was like, what? That don't sound like what I thought it looked like. Then I see Raheem come, and I was like, this shit is crazy. So immediately, I went to...
You started research.
Yeah, immediately I commented. I was like, yo, this is amazing. I was like, I'm happy I discovered this. Then I went to Raheem's page, said the same thing to him, and it just became a mutual respect and love thing.
You know what's crazy? I've never met Raheem, but once I commented on one of his shit.
Yeah.
He commented back. He started liking my pics, and then he followed me. I followed him.
Word.
And I was like, yo. And he would hit me up, and he's like, yo, this is dope content. Yeah. And I was like, yo, this is a dope-ass dude.
Yeah,
and then
he's a real dude. Peace to Raheem Supreme.
Right.
Peace to Uncle John.
Uncle John.
Yeah,
Raheem.
man. Like, these are my folks. And, yeah, that's all it really was. Peace. So, thanks to the internet, and that's the beauty, like, even with you.
Yeah.
Like, with the internet, you can meet and do a lot.
People that are into the same stuff
Yeah,
that you're
it connects.
into.
It could connect the right people with who you need to, but...
and it starts friendships, too. It's crazy, man, right?
And if you're doing it the right way, like with you, if you're doing something, man, like, let's all get together. That's all that was.
Yeah.
I reached out to him, and I was just like, yo, this is dope. Like, it was no involvement because I'm over here to the left still doing my thing, but it's like one of those, like...
So you reached out to
bro.
him, and he was like,
yeah, just started following and just commenting like, yo, keep doing it. Then I'm like following their music. I'm like, oh, he's dropping this, he's dropping that. Then out of nowhere, Uncle John hits me up on DMs like, boom, I'm having this event. That's when he just released the Red Room. And he's like, yo, I'm about to have a Red Room event. He's like, I would love for you to DJ, blah, blah, blah. We go through it. And it just literally just started from that. It started from just me DJing.
So he saw your Instagram, your post?
Yeah.
Because were you posting up scratches and hip-hop shit?
I think at that time, I was like heavy into doing a lot of scratch videos. Yeah. So like, and I remember he commented on one of them, but from there, it was just like, I guess he saw that, took that, saw what he needed to see, and was like, boom. He was like, yo, I just want you to DJ in my
So how was that? It was
dope, because it exposed me to like, I ain't gonna lie, to the part of the scene I got to meet at that time.
Did they let you open up for them? Did he open up?
So the thing was, it was a performance at the end, and I was kind of like the intermediate DJ throughout the night.
Okay.
So I was the background music for the night. I set the mood. So it was dope because it was the first time. It was the first time where he was like, I want you to play like that shit. He's like, that's why I want you here. He's like, I want you to play that hard shit. So we played everything, some Preem. We played a lot of Griselda. We played Skies. It was just a dope.
Either new, current, and 90s and everything.
Yeah, everything. So
it went hard, right?
It set the mood for the night for his event. And then we just kind of took it from there. And I think after that, he had another couple more events. And he was like, yo, I need you to come through. And then every other...
we just
started building from there, and then started linking up when there wasn't shows. And it just was a journey that pretty much it's to where it's at now. But I always attest to them that because of that discovery, it made me want to get back into production. Because it was like one of those things that like, now I see it, it's tangible, it's in the physical form, it's here, it's from my city. And now it's also like, dude, I got to get involved somehow. Yeah. How can I get involved? Not only just DJing, you have to get involved. And it's like, you can only do but so much.
So is it safe to say that you grabbed the MPC and went, you dusted it off, and you were ready
to an extent. The crazy part is I sold everything, bro.
Okay, so
it was like,
of course, if you're not using it, I sold a bunch of my DJ shit.
Bro, it's like one of those things I went through. I was like, I don't need this, I don't need that. So I sold everything, but Yes, it was essentially me kind of dusting it and getting back into it, and also a learning curve because it's a different time. Yes, I know the sound. Yes, I know the culture, but that don't mean nothing, bro. Things change. The hip hop of now is different. A lot of the hip hop now, from like the pure side, doesn't even have drums. You feel me? Yeah. So it's like one of those things that, like, me coming from being a big Ninth Wonder head, big Madlib head, it was like it's all drum based.
You learn how to switch it. How to,
yeah, so it's like you just take from sound. That, and then you form,
and you make your own sound. Because I listen to your beats, and I'll tell you, man, you have some dark shit.
Yeah.
You also have that '90s feel to it too.
So, like, I'll be honest, when
you gotta make your own sound, right?
Yeah. And it was one of those things where I used to kind of even downplay myself.
Do you sample a lot or no?
I'm all sample based.
Okay,
I'm all sample based. I don't knock anybody who doesn't. I've had a couple.
What do you think of this? What do you think of the no drum wave? Because I have this love and hate.
What's your take on it? Because I love hearing people's take on it. Before, I mean, it doesn't make a difference.
Can I tell you what? Started that? Can I tell you? I'm gonna go through it real quick. There's an album that to me started that movement.
Oh, Ghostface.
You think so? The No Drum?
Yeah.
What Ghostface album?
Ghostface. Ghostface, specifically the song. Definitely it's RZA, but
With the no drums?
It's
just a loop, right?
Yeah.
But there's a certain rapper to me that started.
What time frame you talking?
2010. To me, this album. I think the no drum sound. This song has drums, but most of this album is very. And this guy is like the king of this new movement, right?
For sure.
Rock Marciano to me started this no drum era.
He spearheaded. Like I'll say that he ran with it, and because he also produces too. So like now he has that, like that's the same thing I wanted to do. He wanted to have full control of the sound. So now he's, bro, I don't want drums.
And you know what's crazy? I love how Rock is gonna start making albums with other producers.
Yeah.
And that's my thing, because I love. Do you love Rock Marciano the producer more, or do you like Rock Marciano the rapper more?
50-50, because I'm
more of a rock rapper.
Yeah, because
producer.
Of the beat maker side of me, I'm like, yo, that record he found was ill.
Yeah, he's definitely ill with the samples.
I can appreciate it.
But and that's the old timer in me. I need a thump, dog. Right. I need the drums. I needed a thump. Sometimes I'm like, all right, is it kicking in? Like even DJ Muggs, like the Rock Marciano Muggs album they did last year. There's so many beats on there. I'm like, okay, when is it kick in? When is it?
Because you're also coming from.
I am.
We're coming from the
bass.
Yeah, I needed for everything.
But yeah, everything.
So it's one of those things that I've made music like that, because if the rapper's like, dude, because I understand it now too, like. To me, Raheem Supreme is a dope rapper. Like he can really rap. And I remember once time he told me, he was like, yeah, the drums are just, they kind of throwing me off. And I'm like, you know what? That speaks enough for me to be like, yes, let the beat breathe so that you can do your thing and you can shine. And I've heard Rock Marcy, he said that specifically. He says, to me, I removed the drums. He says, because the drums, sometimes they knock too hard and they throw me off. And it's one of those things where, man, it's not about going against the grain. It makes sense. If that's going to continue to allow you to make good music, boom, let's just kind of switch it up. A lot of people I know, a lot of beat makers, they're not going to like that. They're like, it's not a beat. They have so much to say. And a lot of people that I know that support music that I make, when they hear or might see something I make similar to that, they don't mess with it. But it's just like one of those things I've learned that, like, if you feel comfortable doing it, just do it. Somebody will gravitate to it.
You have to, man.
Somebody will gravitate to it, and it's like it's if that's in its purest form, because you're really wanting to do it. So that's one thing I learned. That's why I respect Rock, because you gotta love him for the rap side or the business side.
Rock Marciano to me of this movement of rap, because it's a different lane of this movement of rap. He to me is the top dog.
Bro, it went back to underground. That's what it was.
It's an underground.
It really went back to an underground culture where look at the mainstream.
It's an underground culture. It's the underground culture that you're part of. I'm a part of. We love it.
No matter if it's the sneaker side of it, because it all is the same element, bro. Like,
and it comes to sneakers too. Yeah. Like there's a commercial.
Yeah, and then
the Off-White Yeezys. Exactly. And there's the underground, and you get like the like people don't even know Lotto's is about to drop. Bro. They're bringing back the Lotto shoes. The Fila's coming back. So this is underground movement of sneakers too, that it's all And I love it. It's the unknown, like only you got it.
Exactly. It's the same. Like the same thing is happening with the shoes, with the music.
But there's people just like me and you that could live in Wyoming. So there's that's why when we get together, it's like, damn, dog, we're into the same
That's
shit.
real. That's real because it's like you think of the mainstream, everything is like streaming, Spotify. That's how their big artists celebrate or are celebrated. Look at our folks on the underground. It's like he's hand peddling vinyl. All of the artists are, from Griselda to the Rocks. They're all hand peddling their physical product to you. Yeah. That's you can't see that on the mainstream. So it's like an underground culture.
I am a. So how do you say dope or dope? Dope, right? Dope Records.
The wrong guy.
How do you say it? Dope. Anyways, Dope Records. I call it dope.
DAUPE.
Yeah. How fast did Uncle John? So did you get this Uncle John, the Big Ghost Uncle John album?
The Van Gogh show.
Van Ghost. Did you get it on Daoop or did you get it from Uncle John?
I got it directly through him.
Okay, you got it from him.
It sold out quick.
Yeah, it sold out in like 2 minutes.
I don't know the exact time, but it sold out quick.
I'm a monster. I got the picture disc and when I told him, I was like, dude, I think I have 2 picture discs coming and I got a tape. He was like, yo, let me get one of them picture discs.
Yo.
From Uncle John himself. Yeah. Because it's like limited. Sneakers. Yeah. It's like sneakers. And I swear these dudes got bots.
Yeah.
I swear these dudes got bots.
For the vinyl game? Yeah.
Yo, this might be my favorite cover of 2018, bro. Look at this shit.
The cover in the back too.
Who did it, Big Ghost?
The Big Ghost painted. So
yo, shout out to Big Ghost, man. Yeah, that's my man.
Shout out to Big Ghost.
One day I'm gonna get him out here with a ski mask because I still don't know how this guy looks.
The hands of Zeus. Yeah, man.
Yeah, hands of Zeus.
He actually hand painted this, and I remember like when I seen that, I was like, that is crazy.
Big Ghost, man. Holla at me, man. Let's get this episode rolling, bro.
Yeah,
I'll put a ski mask. Yo, it's not even that, man. Yo, Uncle John, Big Ghost, you come on here, I will blur your face. I'll even make your voice robotic.
Yeah, bro, you don't have to.
The America's Most Wanted.
Yeah,
remember back in the 90s?
Shadow the face.
Like the snitch was always blurred out and it's like
in the muted voice.
Hold on, how was it's like, yeah, my name is Big Ghost.
Yeah.
No,
we ain't gonna give him his real name.
You're Narcos. Yeah, we're gonna do that, yo. We gonna do a Big Ghost. I'm gonna do a Big Ghost. I'll drive to him. Yeah. You know, bro, this dude, you could wear a mask the whole time.
That would be an amazing show.
It's coming. Yeah. It's coming because people need to know.
Yeah, for sure.
This guy is too talented from his writing to his everything, right?
And the thing is, like, the more like people don't know, man, like that dude is involved. He's been involved in the music.
So many,
bro. But like,
Griselda Ghost album to me I'm like that came out of nowhere. But the whole Griselda movie is amazing, bro. Yeah. I love it.
It's good. It's good for the culture. We hadn't seen it in a while. It gave everybody an outlet that wanted to hear something. It gave everybody something to look forward to because this is just dope, man. We haven't had this in a while.
And it's dope. You compare the Griselda movement to the No Limit. Because
man. It is because you got to respect that they're businessmen. Their product. It's the thing is like if the product is good, it's gonna sell.
Yo, I got every fucking Griselda hoodie, bro.
Bro, I know. I seen you got a lot.
My Griselda hoodie game's on point.
I'm not gonna lie. I got on to like the close of their merch too late. To the point where like
they restocked recently.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you get anything?
Nah.
Should've just grabbed at least a Fly God hoodie.
I saw that, but I got on too late to the point.
Remember the Fly God hoodie? I had it the first drop.
That shit is.
I had a 2015. When the Fly God dropped? 2016. Yeah, I got on that album as soon as. And you know how I don't even know how I discovered it. It was weird. I got on West Side when like a week before Fly God. I think somebody leaked it on one of the forums.
Yeah. I just remember the cover.
In the cover, you were like, what?
The red cover, and I just kept seeing it.
And you was like, okay, I need to listen to this.
I just kept.
It was cool. It was dope.
Yeah. It was.
How was it when you first heard Fly God?
Bro, it was one of those things.
As a hip hop lover.
The thing is, like, because I'm a nerd when it comes to like hip hop. So like, even when we were in our worst times, now I was able to always find
good shit. You always find
I was always engulfed, so it was never an issue. Especially in the latter years, like the past 4 years, we had options. But when I heard it, it was dope to be like, this is coming out now.
I heard it and I was like, I remember I took it to Rob's house and he dropped it and. You wanted a physical copy. He sold. It was what, $15, $20?
Yeah.
And it was from himself.
Yeah.
And it was me talking to him, and that was kind of funny. I was like, dude, I'm about to PayPal this guy, family and friends. Like I didn't know. I was like, I'm not ever get my fucking CD. Yo. I got it.
That's
and
real,
because
man.
it wasn't even on the platforms. It wasn't even on Apple Music.
It was too early for
It's not. It's still not on Apple Music. It's still not on Tidal. It's on none. Fly God is like one of the only.
It might be on Spotify.
It might be on Spotify.
I think it might be on Spotify.
I go to SoundCloud to listen to Fly God. Like if I want, but I have it on CD.
Where?
I never got on the vinyl. I jumped on Hitler Wears Hermes 3 or 4 when I started doing the vinyl shit with them.
You know, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I have not bought hip hop vinyl like that in a while.
But you know, do you see how expensive they are?
Yeah, that's another thing too, because
Alchemist is like $50.
yeah,
And it sells out in a minute.
I don't want to say it. I don't want
50
to say it, but it's kind of like
Stingers.
Yeah, bro. It's like that. It's kind of like what's happening there.
$220, $170.
Yeah,
and now if you don't get it when it drops, then right now $310.
Look, this you go look for some of this, like any kind of vinyl. I'm like, yo,
yeah.
what?
Have you seen how much this Uncle John vinyl's going for on eBay? You're looking at like a 200.
It's crazy.
It's crazy,
like,
right, son?
I respect it, man.
This
it's like one of those things that like
$170. You know how much this is resale?
How much?
$560 to like probably $650 right now, and it's going up. So right now, like I was like,
summertime.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Summer. This summertime. Yeah, this is ain't no more Virgil collabos.
Yeah. So then you got that element that's just gonna beef it up more.
So the vinyl, so all the Fly God, like Fly God on vinyl. I showed him. I think it's like what, like 2,000.
Yeah.
I would love to have it one day, but I'm not paying 2,000 for a vinyl.
I used to spend a lot of money on like one record because I knew it had a crazy set, or hoping it had a crazy, like the most I remember.
Most you spent on a record.
300.
What record?
It was like an old rock record. It's like
But you wanted it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I've never spent a lot of money on hip hop. When I was DJing vinyl, yeah, because you had no option. You had to just go buy.
So you don't
vinyl.
buy new rap unless it's I'm not gonna lie, unless it's the home team.
Unless it's gifted to me, or something, because I'm about to buy some vinyl. But
you're about to drop some money on vinyl.
Yeah.
What are you gonna get? What are you looking for?
That's what I'm saying. Like I just been like
shit.
Yeah, I haven't like said yet, but nah, it's too expensive. And then I'm like, damn, the resale. I'm like, I missed out on it. So now if I do want it, it's priced up, and I'm like,
yeah, like the Chris Benoit out vinyls. I got them all. I got all that West Side Gun. And now, like Benny.
Yeah.
You don't know how many Benny the Butcher shits what is it? Tana Talk 3 I got coming. I got 3 Tana Talk 3 vinyls coming in. 3. I got a Blue Joy, a Picture Joy, and I got, I don't know, one. I just added shit to the cart.
Yo.
I could not hit a fucking cassette. Have you seen how those cassettes look?
Yeah.
It's a parental advisory.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm in my feelings. I want one. I'm willing to trade one of my vinyls for a fucking cassette.
You got
just to have the cassette.
You might have to trade 2 of them just to get one.
The cassette, because the cassettes, I heard they only dropped 100 of them.
That's the thing. That's the beautiful part.
It's crazy,
now,
dog.
And that's like the game is switching now. Like we're doing limited runs on tapes now.
Oh, you want this? Oh, I'm only dropping 50.
Yeah.
So them cats are on it, man.
And that's why you gotta respect the hustle, the time frame they're wearing with the sound, because it also is giving and allowing folks that want to do the traditional boom bap sound, whatever you want to call it. Now you can see, boom, there's a business side of it. You can make some money off of it.
Fuck rap.
Instead of people
So we got Fuck Rap. We got Dope. They're releasing them.
Yeah.
This somebody else probably that I'm missing.
And peace to Uncle John, because he actually put out Yellow House through Shop Records, so that's all his. So he was.
So we gotta definitely do the Shop.
Yeah, word.
Shop Records.
Oh, gotta get an episode. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But peace to Shop Records, all my good dudes over there.
So Shop Records consists of Uncle John.
It consists of mainly Uncle John as the head runner of all of that. You know, I play my
Raheem's
part.
on it.
Raheem Supreme. I play my part as the DJ.
DJ Mastamind.
Now producer. Well, I say beat maker because we could get into that battle too. But like producers are producers that we really produce in the whole situation and vibe. Me, I'm just gonna make an ill ass beat. It's just for the spitters. Okay. You know, if you want to rap. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Al Divino too.
Divino.
Because I sent him some
Dude, he's
stuff.
starting to blow up too, man. Right?
Divino's been like doing his thing for a while on the scene, and that's just another guy. Just keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes on Al Divino.
Okay.
We got some joints that we've worked on. I might play some joints.
Are you so now that we're getting into the DJ Mastamind, the producer?
Yeah.
So you got shit. What's the Raheem Supreme that's dropping? You got shit for Uncle John that's dropping that's not out the bag yet?
Yeah. So I've been working on a lot of beats.
So we're going to go into Inca Face Killer.
Words, which is the alias, is also going to double as the title of this beat tape project.
And is there a release date for it or no?
Soon. I don't want to, soon, because it's just, I just get the final things in works. But yeah, man, I got some tracks with Al Divino. And the music that I have with them that I recorded is not set to be put on that tape. It's mainly just a beat tape. But yeah, I got music with Vino. Raheem Supreme should be sending me some stuff. Uncle John. We do have a six song EP that we did. It's finished.
You and
me and Uncle John.
Okay.
I'll play you some of that. But yeah, it's up to him, whatever he wants to do with that. I might do something with it. But yeah, that's just how it works. It's super organic. It's never thought out like we got to do this and do that.
And we're riding with this.
Which is why I love how everything is playing out for me. It's like I'm in a comfort zone. I'm making my music and I'm going to put it out at my pace. I'm working with folks that are genuinely dope that I want to work with. And it's just playing out.
And anybody, and we'll do this right now. Anybody that want to reach out to you, what? Just Instagram?
Yeah, best places is IG. Just reach out to me, DJ Mastamind, Mastamind. That's probably the best way. From there, we can link other ways. But yes, I'm going to have my Bandcamp. It's going to be up.
Have you had any rappers outside of the area already?
I'll be honest with you. A couple folks may have reached out to me via DM, but it's just more so.
Just getting together, right?
Yeah, I'm being more selective just because it's one of those things where you do want to be open to work with everybody, but when you start doing that, some folks might kind of want to lead, do this for me and make this sound. And right now, I'm kind of in my zone, I'm in my pocket, so I want to still be in control and drive it. So, but yeah, I'm open to work with everybody.
My man's making huevos con frijoles, and if you're gonna take it, you're gonna eat this. My man, you're not making pupusas.
Yeah, like right now, like take it for what it is, and I hope you enjoy it. But if you don't, it's alright, because there's other food, there's other taste,
there's other lanes, there's other types.
It's no
so Inca Face Killer dropping. There's no date for it.
Dropping soon. All it is a beat tape. That's gonna be out for all the spitters. Anybody that's want to hear some beats. Where can I listen to music? That's what that's for. Over 30 tracks, all new music. I might have some beats that I did with Raheem from the Drip Bond 2 that just I know people want to hear. Like,
and I still need a Drip Bond 2 on tape.
Oh, word. He just put that out too. We gotta reach out to him. Let's see if we get you one. But yeah, I might throw some of that. But essentially, that's all it is. He
don't have any vinyl, does he?
Not yet. No vinyl. Yeah, but you know that's gonna be in the works. But yeah, the Inca Face, look out for that.
And it's crazy how physicals are back in the game.
I love it.
Right?
I love it. Because
how many, for a while I stopped buying CDs.
Yeah.
I was like, I stopped buying CDs. Because I was that guy that was always Tuesdays at the store buying new shit.
You remember that. You remember
the Tuesday releases.
Exactly.
And that's why Bread and Butter releases on Tuesdays, motherfuckers.
Hey.
People don't even know that. We drop only on Tuesdays.
That's real.
Like a fucking album back in 96.
That's real.
But we're the only ones that do that shit. Anyways.
Yeah, and that's, I love that the physical of everything. Tapes, bro. Vinyl, CDs. Merch, hoodies, shirts,
it's back.
Everybody is for it, and I love it because it's
my pockets don't love it, but I love it.
But it's a way that you can extend your support and show that you really want to support and see this person shine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm for it because there's a lot of good stuff coming out.
Too much. And I love it.
We live in also in a time where nothing is physical. Everything's in the cloud. Your music is on the streaming. What do we own? So to say that we have something that it's like you
have it in hand.
Yeah, man, it's dope. So that's why I think that's having a resurgence as well. But I will be putting out some physical tapes with that. It is going to be somewhat of a limited run. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm going to try to pair up.
You should do the 10 should be special covers and the 50 should be.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
2 covers.
You're right. True. Okay, that might be a thing. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to try to pair up some kind of little package deal themed with the Inca Face. So that should be dope. I got some ideas.
Are you going to do a hoodie?
No.
No clothes?
No. Maybe a shirt. But it actually was going to be paired up with keychain. It was going to be a keychain. I don't want to speak on it too because it's not done yet. Okay. But it's coming. If it happens, bro, it's going to be dope. Okay. People will love it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm loving it.
Trust me, it's going to be themed around the whole Inca Face thing. So, but yeah, and that's just a derivative.
And Inca is the Bolivian part of you.
Yeah, that's just me, Shout
out Bolivia.
Yeah, and that's
just salteñas eaters, all my salteñas.
Yeah, hell yeah, peace to all the Bolivians.
What's the steak with the huevos? What is that shit called? The salpach? No,
that's
pancho.
That. Sin pancho. That shit's amazing. Yeah, dog. Shout out to, I don't know if you know, I'm at Martin Amini, Bolivian comedian in DC.
No, I don't
Hilarious. Check him out. Paulo.
That's what we need, man. We need a comedian.
Yeah, y'all need to reach out to him. Shout out to Paulo.
Comedy, son.
Yo.
Taking it to another level.
Yeah,
He'll do it probably.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Paulo Wallo, co-founder of Rare Panther, another Bolivian as well. So that's my man.
What's Rare Panther?
Rare Panther.
Isn't it clothing?
Yeah.
I have seen it.
Rare
Bolivian?
Panther. Yeah. Half the co-founder.
Okay.
Because the other is the artist. What's his name? Sylvester.
Okay.
So, but yeah. So shout out to all the Bolivians. But yeah, that's just like paying homage to that. And bro, Wu-Tang is everything. I have a Wu-Tang tattoo on my chest. Like
I have a Wu-Tang tattoo too, though.
Word. So it's like Wu-Tang is. It taught me everything. So Ghostface.
After this joint, we're about to be gay and compare Wu-Tang tattoos behind the camera.
So it's like that's all that is. Paying homage to like my roots and just keeping it funky and just Ghostface, all of that. And I was really big into kung fu movies too.
And then the second tapes will be called the Mayan Face Killer.
And yeah,
the Salvadorian.
you're the second person to say that. So that's
it's coming.
Yeah,
I already that's it. But yeah, he's like it's. Why not, right?
Why
you got
not,
the Inca
bro?
Face
Why
Killer.
not? Yeah,
and then
it's
he gonna
not
release both of them double CD.
Hell yeah. And one comes with Salteño and one with the pupusa,
Yeah,
bro.
the two.
The merch game is gonna be serious,
Inca
bro.
Face Killer and the Maya Face Killer.
That's ill. Nah, that's actually something I'm gonna be doing. But yeah, I'm gonna be just trying to churn out more music. And what comes from that, I don't know. Cause I'm slowly working with other artists, and where those things will go, I don't know. But yeah, just look out for
You know
that.
who you need to link up, man? And I love just seeing everybody just get on. Yo, you should link up with this dude named Noah O. You ever heard of him?
Noah O?
Okay, I'm gonna put you on after.
Nah,
He's a
yeah.
Filipino kid from Richmond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out to Richmond.
So I already reached out to Noah O. Noah O's coming.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
on
shout
my-
out
on
to
my
Richmond.
VA.
They have a big scene. Like
Telling you,
hip-hop.
VA, Maryland, DC, that's the goal, man.
And a lot of people try to downplay it and say that's not part of the DMV. If it's not, let's respect it. But like Richmond has a scene. Shout out to
Richmond's-
Mutant Academy, Fly Anakin, all those.
Fly
kids out there,
Anakin, bro.
Gray
Hey,
Matter. Bro.
We need him, dog.
Shout out to Gray Matter, dude. Beatmaker, like, shout out to him.
So many beat makers in Richmond, right?
Yeah, man, it's a lot. So
Slept
shout
on
out-
city. Very slept on
That
city.
VCU crowd.
Yeah.
So
VC.
shout out to all of VA. So yeah.
Shout out to Maryland.
Maryland, DC, everybody, we're all encompassed. Everybody's working, so that's why I'm saying like it's not even specific to where we're from. As long as we all just put out some good stuff, because we all
Because
get.
we're under one umbrella at the end of the
Yeah.
day. And then I hate the whole DC cat. Well, I don't fuck with Virginia cats. Virginia cats, nah, I don't do DC Maryland. At the end of the day, we're one umbrella.
Yo.
And at the end of the day, that's it. We're culture.
We're so close to each other that yes, there's differences, but we share more.
Big
similarities.
differences,
We
but
share more.
we are a
similarities.
lot-
We
a lot
understand
like
each
it.
other.
Yeah, we understand
At the
each
end of the day, it's all the same umbrella, and yeah. But shout out to everybody just doing dope stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Music,
man.
culture. As long as you have a purpose, you're trying to say something or do something that's dope, different. I'm all for it.
So, DJ Mastamind on Instagram, where they could find you. Twitter? No Twitter?
Yes, I actually am on Twitter. It is the same handle.
DJ
as well.
Mastamind.
Yeah, same handle.
Facebook is for the family, like I always say. SoundCloud?
SoundCloud, DJ Mastamind. The Bandcamp is where I'm gonna have all the new stuff.
And what's that
new
under?
content.
DJ Mastamind?
It's gonna be under DJ Mastamind as well. But yeah, like most right now, all the newest stuff, just check my IG. We're
Okay,
gonna go from
Instagram.
there. But yeah, just keep an ear out, And if you don't like it, it's cool, man. Like before, I used to trip. I used to be butthurt.
Of course,
I used to be like,
everybody
how you
does.
not gonna like it? Whatever. Now, bro, you like
Yo,
it?
and you know what's crazy? We didn't even talk about your influences.
Oh, word.
Ninth Wonder, real
Ninth-
quick.
Biggest is Madlib. Madlib is God to me. Madlib is God
Yo,
to
I
me.
cannot wait till this Madlib and Freddie Gibbs album
You
drops.
heard the joint. The
It's
flat
dog.
tummy tea was ill.
Yo, Flat Tummy Tea. I'm sorry, that's the best rap album of 2014.
You know the story.
That's
like,
the best
bro,
rap album of 2014.
When I say I'm a nerd, you know that the story behind the beats. I think I told you. Remember we talked about this.
Cocaine Pinata? Or just the whole...
Just all the beats on this project are all the beats that Kanye rejected.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, when I heard Flat Tummy Tea, I was like, I could hear Kanye.
Yeah, because Kanye rejected... I mean, at point blank, let's get it. Life of Pablo only had one Madlib album.
Yeah, one song, yeah.
The shit with
Bro, he
with
gave
Kanye...
6 CDs.
He gave him 6 CDs.
and it probably had 30
What did
beats.
Kanye say? But Kanye always does shit like that. He only took one.
He only took one, but I mean, I don't know. It's
Okay,
just one of those things.
what is so it's what the fuck is this album going to be called? Not Pinata, it's the new one, the new
Bandana.
Bandana.
Yeah.
It's called Bandana. Comes out this year.
Yeah.
And it's probably gonna be one of that come out of nowhere. Because
Yeah.
that's how they do it. It's just
'Cause
gonna
the single's
drop.
already out. We're already anticipating. They've been dropping the little
clips
bro,
and
Freddie Gibbs and I
love the little
Pause. I was
Quasimodo.
like,
Yeah, the little they
oh.
brought Quasimodo cartoon back.
Yo, Bam has lost
and
their
he's in the
mind.
desert with the fucking Marlboro in his
Yeah,
mouth.
so we're all like looking forward
It's
to
coming,
that. Yeah.
and I have a feeling it's gonna be amazing. Just
So-
because Cocaine Pinata, I didn't think I knew it was gonna be good.
Yeah.
because I love Freddie Gibbs is one of those rappers that I fuck with Gibbs, but when you put him with the right producer, is amazing. Like Fetty, oh man,
Yeah.
I love Currency and
Alchemist and the Freddies.
You know when Fetty vinyl drops? Record day, record store day.
I saw that.
Dog, I am camping out, and I'll probably be the only dude in line for that vinyl. But if I'm going in line and nobody buys it, I'm grabbing the whole stack.
I saw
getting
that.
them
That's
all.
gonna be ill.
Fetty was an amazing album.
Yeah, it was.
But so Madlib
is like top for me.
Rest in peace, Jay Dilla.
Dilla is a big. It's one of those things that like we say umbrellas. Like so, Dilla kind of falls under the umbrella of Madlib, but still, for me, respectfully, it's separate. Not only because he's still alive, but the dude is a genius. He's a mad scientist. Like, there's so much to say about Madlib. Like, because
he doesn't drop music like that, but when he drops, it's fucking amazing.
Bro, he's just dope to me. He's like, he's just the dopest. So him.
What do you think of him when he goes into that Quasimodo? When he starts,
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
he can rap
Bro,
too.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the type of person, I look for the left side shit. I love going hard left. I love if your music makes you feel somewhat uncomfortable, like it's doing something. Because like people are like, if you don't get it and you kind of have to look into it, I love that type of stuff. So, and that's what he has always done. So Madlib for me, big influence. Ninth, of course. Ninth Wonder is, for a big time frame of my life, that was like all I wanted to sound like.
Ninth Wonder.
I just wanted to sound like Ninth. DJ Premier though was probably one of the things where I realized you could DJ, you could scratch, and you could make beats and still be dope all at once, and still just like, bro, it just be amazing. Like it's just
Primo,
Madlib,
Ninth, Jay
Dilla for sure,
P-Rock,
Knots. I'm a big Knots head.
Knots, Virginia.
Big is also High Tech.
Dog,
bro.
Cincinnati, bro. High Tech is one of the most underrated. To me, he has the best song on 52nd album.
Bro, that's the thing. He was also the dude that taught you how to dance on that line of you could make some boom bap, but still keep it like it end up on 50 Cent's album. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those things.
The Rider music was amazing,
bro.
In High Tech. So
High Tech, Madlib, Ninth, Primo. That's probably like the bulk of it.
And RZA.
Yo,
can't forget your RZA shirt.
How can I? Peace to
this man
RZA.
wearing $1,000 shirt on.
RZA.
You believe that shirt goes for that much, bro?
That's crazy, man.
That's Supreme.
That's crazy, man.
That's the original.
I remember walking into the store like y'all have they had the medium there, and I just got it and just walked out. I got it with my man Adrian. Peace to Adrian.
Look at this. It even has Supreme on the back. I've never.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that. For
you ever want to make money? I'll let you know, dog. You sell that shit for $1,500. They'll buy that shit. Was selling a heartbeat.
To me, that's
medium.
Crazy. To me, that's crazy.
Supreme shirt. That shit will sell $1,500.
To me, it's crazy that it's even at that
probably
point.
More.
That it's at that point, but.
Can you believe that sound?
But yeah, RZA was a big influence. Just like anybody that I love anything that's like super like grimy, raw, and like I don't know.
RZA Rector in his prime, bro. Cuban Links, Iron Man. ODB 36 Chamber album, Tikal, Liquid Swords.
So much.
That him in his prime,
bro. So many.
Like, honestly, definitely a top 3 producer to me, man.
That's why sometimes it would blow me when people would talk about like,
oh my god.
They would sometimes be like, man, that RZA be one all that. I'm like, bro, do you know how much RZA has given us throughout the years?
Too much
for you to say that one beat wasn't hot.
Because him in his prime was 93.
Bro,
till
he gave us Triumph.
Till digital, Wu-Tang Forever.
Everything on the ODB, Jizza, bro.
And how iconic is that Wu-Tang sign, bro?
Bro, it's tattooed on people. It's on walls.
To me, that Wu-Tang logo is like up there with like the Coca-Cola logo. Like if you see the Wu-Tang logo, you know what it is.
Everybody knows what it is.
It's crazy that it was a logo already. But now it's their logo. Like it was originally the Wu-Tang, like the Buddhists, but it's like now it's like Wu-Tang. It's hip hop. It's just hip. Like when you see it, you know what it is, and it has to be yellow. So it's like one of those things. The branding was amazing,
bro.
And it was just organic. It just happened like that because their music was just like, bro, it was that powerful. But probably that would be it. The Madlib, Ninth, Preem, High Tech, RZA. Man, I really could go.
Yeah, we go on and on, man. Alchemist too, probably.
Bro, Alchemist is. Yeah,
grimy, dog.
Yeah,
and Muggs too. Muggs is too. I love Cypress Hill. I love old Cypress Hill music, bro.
When I was a kid, Cypress Hill used to get me in trouble, but that was because then he was rapping in Spanish about smoking weed.
Yeah,
my mom could hear everything. They could hear everything. So it was one of those things that it was everything, man.
Brother, man, I want to thank you so much for having us here today, man.
Thank you guys for coming all the way out
we could talk for hours.
Hell yeah, man.
We gotta
do this again.
We definitely talk for hours, man. Definitely. Any shout outs before we wrap this up?
Man, shout out everybody. Shout out y'all. Shout out my Bolivians, the Salvies, anybody that wants to support me. Shout out just everybody. But yeah, appreciate y'all coming out.
No,
again,
I
man.
appreciate it. Thank you again, man. Yo, shout out to all the viewers.
Yeah, man.
Giveaways about to come out, so y'all look out for that. Viewers, Instagram, Los Del Fresco, Rob Scorsese, my director producer, and DJ Mastamind. Thank you again. Look him out. We got new beats, we got new music, and it's coming, yo.
Peace, peace.
All right, stand up. Bra, 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 bra.